It is time for another buyer's guide. So today we are going to be doing Silk. Silk is a newer character from the Spider-Man cast of characters. She's a Korean superhero, and we're going to be doing her figures. So stick around and let's get to it. So first up, we have Silk from the 2016 Space Venom wave. This one doesn't come with a whole lot of accessories outside of her alternate head without the mask, and then said mask along with that. So pulls down her mask, and then this would be hanging around her neck, right? And so this figure, the design is actually fairly close to the original comic book design, which is pretty cool, especially if you look at the backside with all of the designs there too. So right now on eBay, this one is going for about 35 plus, and likely both this one and the next one, you'll see prices go down as the current one continues coming out. Our next one up is the 2020 fan vote figure. The fan vote was a selection of different figures that I think were all female that fans got to pick as one that they wanted a new version of, and Silk was the winner of that. And what's great about this figure is that it's lots of accessories. So first, the head, same exact head as the other one, and same alternate head as the other one as well. And just to show you the comparison of the two, they look exactly the same with the exception of the hair from the fan vote one having some gray highlights in it. So she comes with lots of hands. She comes with 2 fists. The other one is on her arm currently. And then she has 2 gripping hands. And then she has 2 of these kind of reaching hands. The other one is on her arm currently. And then, of course, the mask, the loose mask, just like the first one. But what's cool is this accessory, which is kind of like the Captain America throwing shield accessory, where it's part of the actual hand itself. And if you're not aware, this character shoots her webs from her own body, kind of like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. So she doesn't have web shooters, that just forms from her body. So this is an awesome accessory which represents that ability of hers. And just to show you the difference between the two, the mold is the same, and then it's really just the design of the costume itself. Otherwise, yeah, they look pretty much the same. So right now, this one is still going on eBay for about $50 plus, depending on if it's complete or still sealed in box or not. And finally, we have the newest Silk. So this one literally just came out this last few weeks as of this recording. And this Silk is pretty unique in that it's a whole new body. So let's start with the head. And the head is a all new sculpt. It's great because it's not just a different hairstyle on the same head. It's a whole new head entirely. And the hair itself is also, I think, fairly unique. I don't think we've seen this hair on any other figure yet. And then as far as the body goes, the most exciting thing to me is the fact that we have bicep swivel. And so not a lot of female characters have this, and it's really nice to see it on this one. And we also have double jointed arms, because not every female character that has a bicep swivel even has the double jointed arm. So that's much closer to the male counterpart figures. And I think that's great, because that means a lot more posability. And so as far as accessories go, you can already see she's got the scarf where her mask would go. And then she has the alt head with mask up, of course, still with the short hair. And then we have, just like the last one, we have 2 fists. We have 2 gripping hands, and then we have 2 reaching hands. And the accessory is similar but different. So similar concept in showing the webs coming straight out of her hand, but showing in a very different but very unique style. So this is a really neat way to show that webbing. So here we have all 3 silks side by side. And I think we can see how obvious that these two are very similar to each other, and how different I think this one is. Just straight from the hips, you can even see that the hips are a little bit wider, the legs are a little bit thicker, more muscular in a positive way. And I think the pinless design goes a long way. We can also see that the new one has a bit more of a matte rather than a gloss finish, which is pretty cool. Let's look at a comparison of how much arm movement that she has. So this silk and the previous one can only go at a 90-degree angle, whereas the new one, you can get a fully, hand to shoulder, or nearly hand to shoulder range of motion, which is ideal. So just to show that the heads can be solved without any problem, pop that off. That off, and we'll just pop this one on. To me, this would be the ideal silk if you're looking for the one with long hair. Like I said, this silk is still available at retail. You should be able to find her on Amazon as part of the 2-pack with Dr. Octopus. Even if you don't want Dr. Octopus necessarily, this is the only way to get this figure at this time. So I would recommend that if you're looking for a silk figure, I think this is the one to get. If you can get this one along with maybe this head, maybe getting this head separately, I think that would be the ultimate version of this character. Just because to me, this is the best body mold that we have for females so far. So not only do we have the bicep swivel, the double jointed arms, but we also have the pinless design, which is great. I think that's fantastic. So if you are looking for a figure to go along with your silk, then please check out my Spider-Man buyer's guide right over here.